DJ! There we go, Johnny.
So we're in Sublime from Western Australia versus New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand Taniwha.
New Zealand Taniwha.
That's the team name for their Worlds team this year.
So New Zealand with a D. Do you know who that was? That camp just there. Cutting towards this now. Number 87.
That would be Hamish Gibson.
Hamish Gibson with a D. Pick up from Mark, I think.
Yeah, Mark BDPC.
Wellington. Oh, dodgy flick though.
Great mark, Paulie, great mark!
Sublime managed to get it back. JD with the disc. He's been playing Ultimate longer than I've been alive. Mike Tan with the disc. Originally from Sydney. Dan's coming off a broken ankle. Something wrong with his ankle. On the Australian team, close. Almost another D from Hamish.
Let's go now, Tony!
1-0 to Sublime. I haven't seen Dave before. Where's Dave from?
Dave is from Christchurch, but he's been
Come on,
back in Europe playing.
He's been in Europe?
Yeah.
Where's he from in Europe?
Well, he's from New Zealand originally, but he's been in England for the last 5 years, off and on.
Come on, Louis. Twig. Let's go, boys. Come on, Dewey.
All right, we got. Who's with the disc now?
Dave Sanders.
Okay, so this is a zone look from Sublime. It's actually really hard to break through.
Oh, a nice hammer over
Yeah, great hammer over the top
to Logan.
Long shot, great long shot.
Nice. To Aaron Neal in the end zone.
That dude's a big fella. Dance and big blonde dude. Who I do not know.
Yeah,
Shane
here we go.
with a big pull.
Vuletic.
Get early.
JD with the speculative foot. PD, really lucky to pick that up.
I think actually Shu on the New Zealand team.
Yeah. See the pull again. Zeb with his hand up. Zeb's a good upfield cutter. I had to mark him a couple of times.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best in New Zealand.
Really conservative with his throw. Good person. Sublime. Probably looking to come down with that zone look again. I actually haven't figured out what it is. Maybe like 1-2 something. See if we can figure it out now. But it doesn't put a lot of pressure on the handlers, but it takes away a lot of upfield. Here it is.
Like a 2-3. Nice throw to Aaron Neal. End zone. Second time in a row that
Pretty active. I watch sports for a living. All right, so we got a pull from New Zealand. Probably coming down in a man look again.
Yeah, boys, get there, Sin. Great pull. Nice chase, Shannon. Yeah, Shane.
It's man. Force is looking to be straight up. Straight up. Real focus on Sublime's offense is to stop JD getting the disc. That's a spiky put from Carl. More known for his big jumps than his long throws. I'll be honest.
Yeah, big pull from Shane down to
That was a big. So Sublime gets another look at it.
Alright, let's use it, boys.
So like I said, Shane is going to be really integral to hopefully get a D because he needs to cut down JD.
Yeah, D1. Shut down, boys.
Make sure he doesn't throw long this first one and then don't let him get back on the disc, which is more difficult than it looks.
Force unders good through.
He's small. to big blonde dude, big layout from number 4. Guy can do muscle ups. It's out to space. Shane gets it back. Mike in the disc.
Down the line.
Squeezes it down the line. Ram it right in the cramp hole. Alright, big pull from Shane.
Here we go!
No, it was an average pull. It's floating out. Oh, it stays in. Didn't call it. JD up the line. Oh, he's looking for power position. Boom. So predictable. Twigger under it. Twigger and Logan, this is a good.
Nice D from Logan.
Twigger should have really got that. I backed that guy in there. And he had position as well. So now we're just having a man look. Force this flick from Sublime. Vertical stack.
Gareth Peel.
Gareth, that's it. It's probably Shane looking deep first time. Did got it.
Hamish.
Hamish got a D. Oh, slots it down the line. Great pressure from Mike Town. Originally from Sydney. Moved down to WA a few years ago. Nice dude. Get a haircut. Judah picking up the disc. Gets another shot at it. Hope he does better than last time. Swings it to Mike Town. Quick swing across the field. Nice one. Big blonde dude. Puts it back. Puts it up the line. Squeezing it down that sideline. Great fall over from Dens. Too bad it didn't matter.
Looks like a travel was called.
Shouldn't have thrown it really. I mean, squeezing it right in that difficult spot. So we got someone of a similar height to JD on him at the moment. It's probably similar height and similar speed, which make it a good matchup. I mean, you put someone taller on him and they can't turn as fast. So I'd expect him to find it harder to get open. Oh, great D by Shane. Swings it across to Gareth. Oh.
Looks off Logan.
Yeah, looks off Logan. Twig was pretty far close behind him though, so no, too deep already. The stack's very deep, but they managed to make it work.
To Hamish.
To Aussie Mike.
Back to Gareth.
Nice scuba over the top to Logan. This offense is flying well. They're getting a lot of generation from downfield. Hammer over the top. No, he looks at it, doesn't want it. Pass it back to 27.
Nick Panu.
Nick Panu hasn't been on the field yet. First point. Let's see how he goes.
Nick's a Wellington player, but he's been playing for Ragnarok, the Denmark team. Yeah, for the last 2 years.
They probably have the coolest name in Ultimate for the team. Oh, that's a great cut from Hamish. Nice throw from Mike. Open side. You just can't let your player get to that side. All right. Sublime gets a third look at their offense. The line hasn't really changed much. Let's see if they can do something. New Zealand's man pressure has been pretty good so far, actually. It's a good pull by Shane. Coming down to Mike Tyne in the middle, lefty handler over to Judah.
Nice help, Tim. No big.
Hits Dens. Dens back under to Twig. Twig puts it into traffic. Jeez, they need to calm down with those looks. That's a big look to Twigger. Aaron's on him. Oh, that was almost an awesome grab.
Looks like there's a foul called.
Oh, really? I don't know about that, Twigger. I reckon you just got ground stripped, mate. Twig gets it on the end zone, uncontested foul, pass it off to Dens. Quick dish to Twig for the score.
Disappointing.
Bit of a spectacle. Alright, New Zealand with a hand up. Who's number 6 on this New Zealand line? Actually, who's on this New Zealand line?
Alright, the New Zealand line, we have Hamish from Auckland, Ken from Auckland, Andy and Aaron Neal from Wellington. Looks like Zev from Auckland, Carl from Christchurch, and Dave from Christchurch.
So actually, I don't remember playing any of these pairs on Christchurch. I think we played them at Nationals,
You
but
would
was
have
some
played
of them
them,
away?
yeah. Nope, Carl and Dave would have been on the Christchurch men's team.
Okay, so
We got Andy with the disc.
Andy, Sublime's recently stopped that zone look because the O-line was just shredding it with those big throws. So this is actually probably good. This is where you want Sublime. On the back foot, not happy to put their favourite zone on, just running hard man. So their O-line probably isn't as athletic. I mean, their D-line isn't as athletic as their O-line. If they're playing man, you won't have. Oh, that's just a specky throw from Zev. Should have holstered it. Oh, big put. That's a great put from Chook.
Oh, it doesn't look
Just
like
outside
it's
the end zone. Guy that looks like Dan Rule. Or Foley. Chook's got it. He'd be looking to control this offense. Puts it out into space to Foley. Nice. Alright, Sublime with the pull. Shout out to Bert from Christchurch. Alright, who we got with the disc?
We have Shu.
Shu now with the disc. Handler for Megan. Actually, about 2/3 of this team is from Megan. Yeah. The team with the strongest self-identity that I ever heard of. They definitely know who they are.
Yeah. It's like Sublime's put their zone back on.
Yeah, that's where you. That's definitely where they want to be. Don't back off with that zone. Keep making Sublime throw those big throws, especially without JD on the line. I can't. Oh no, not JD. That's the other team. Oh, they're struggling.
Yeah, looks like they're having a bit of a trouble. Going up
It shuts down a lot of upfield options. Yeah, you just need to holster those throws. More clapping. That's actually key to this offense. Got to clap louder. Zev providing a nice pop across the front. Player didn't want him. Nice, swings it across. Say some names, Crystal.
So we got Zev with the disc now.
Yeah.
Looking back.
Hamish popped in. Offensive player didn't want him.
Swinging it to Shu.
This is a good patient zone offense. You just got to keep it chill in this one, and the zone will eventually tire out, and you'll get some looks. You get some.
So we got a nice hammer to Ken over the top. To Hamish. Looking to Shu. Back to Zev through the middle of the zone.
Holsters his push pass. Gets fouled. Zevo. Good athletic player, but I'm going to throw it out there. Could work on his throws. Have a look up the line to Zev.
Nice put through the middle to Aaron Neal.
So I take that back. That was a great throw from Zev. Sublime back on offense. Actually, it's cut short. Went up high.
It's like a roller into the end zone.
No, you got to put it in the back of the end zone if you're going to do a roller. Lefty Tan with the disc. Looks to hit Judah on the break. Oh, geez, that was close. Oh, jumps a bit early, but he's got the hops to stay up there. So I like Logan on Kyle. He needs to keep looking at his dump. He's freaking out. His newbiness is showing.
It's a throw. Good pressure from Logan.
Yeah.
So we got Shane with the disc.
Swing.
Tim.
Oh, quick swing across to...
Panu.
Yeah. Fakes, doesn't want it. Oh, great D, gets it back. Jeez, he's athletic, that kid. I hope the floaty one goes up there, him and Logan. I want to see that battle. To be honest, I'd back Carl. Dude's got big hops.
I don't know, Logan's got some pretty big hops too.
Oh. We'll see if it comes out later in this match. It's Mike in the corner. Mike decides not to cram it. It's good.
A nice give and go play from Mike to Logan, back to Mike in the end zone.
Davey, stop hiding!
All right, Shane with the pull. Shane Vajijovic. I'm gonna stick with Vajijovic. We got JD back on the O-line. Firepower with his big throws. He's running upfield. I picked JD to score deep this point. Oh. Boom! Oh, nice shot to Twigger. Twigger puts up a big one. Oh, nice bid. That is a great bid. That dude can do muscle ups. The guy in New Zealand. Look it up. It's pretty impressive.
Is that on YouTube?
No, I saw it at the party actually. Actually, a bit of a shout out to the worst ultimate party I've ever been to at New Zealand Nationals. Hands down the worst. Crystal's laughing at it because she's got nothing to say about that.
I really don't. I left early.
Oh, they're struggling to generate out of this horror. Where's he gonna put it? He puts up a big floaty one. Will muscle ups get it? It's floating out. It's floating out.
Oh, nice D.
Den's coming over the back. You can hardly tell he's got a broken ankle. Could stand to lose a few kegs though. Who's on the mark here? We got Dens, puts it up down the line. Can he keep it in? Oh, Dens, that's a great throw!
Was that in?
Yes. Holy shit. That must have just gone straight down the line. That was amazing. I guess you got to keep it away from that Cancer Council tent. So we're at 6-5 New Zealand at the moment. So, Crystal, who are some of the key players on the New Zealand side here?
Let's see. We've got Ken from Auckland. He's a big guy. He's one of the main players for Magan coming out.
I remember him skying me at Nats.
It's actually the line they have now is a good mix. Aaron, who's number 5, and Hamish. This is their first time playing for New Zealand. They're two of the up-and-coming young fellas.
Yeah.
And of course,
Aaron's good. Aaron's got some.
He's got some major ups
and some big
natural talent right there.
Yeah, he can play. You wouldn't think so because he's very lanky, and generally people that lanky, like the nerve endings don't like reach the end of the limb, so they get a bit uncoordinated. But he's got it. He's got it down.
Yeah.
He's got that. Oh, fakes a big one, puts it back.
Nice throw to Zeb. Zeb puts it up.
Oh, Zeb, he's proven me wrong left, right, and center. That was a great throw.
Aaron brings it down
like
again.
Oh, that was good touch. Good jinx. 7-5 New Zealand. I think that was all 3 of the star players that you mentioned. All right, we're back in. Shane Vajijovic with a pull, or maybe it was Logan. Up the line to Judah. Close bid from. He puts a bullet. Will Jace get there? That's a great throw. Too easy. You need to put more pressure on that.
I don't think New Zealand actually had time to set up their defense on that one.
No, too quick. All right. Sublime pulling. Managing to score an easy point, last one. See if they can put some pressure on this New Zealand. That's a short pull. See if New Zealand can make the most of it.
And Shu brings it down. Quick pass off to Andy.
Ken getting too close to this. Oh, that's a nice put.
Good defense.
Good defense. bit too much float, not enough separation on that cut really. The Hamish just sort of had maybe a couple of steps floating out towards the sideline. Sublime defender was easily able to catch up. Dan's walking to pick up the disc. Dude loves his low inside out breaks. Hot tip. This Cancer Council tent really needs to get moved away from the sideline. See, inside out swing across. Hugh to somebody else. Big fake. Nothing coming of it. Who's cutting in? Twigger's in. Swings across to Dens. He picks it up. Ken on the mark. Not putting much pressure on him. Good pressure on the dump though. Handler's just working it. Really need to see some downfield generation. No, Handler's still just working it. Big swing across to Twig, puts it up. It's a big bladey one.
Oh.
That shouldn't be a foul. That shouldn't be a foul call. He dropped that.
There's actually two New Zealanders running into each other.
He dropped it off before.
I don't think the sideline's very happy with that call.
We've got Twig up the line too. Oh, just pulls it down. Puts it up down the line. We got traffic down there. Aaron. Doesn't manage to pick it up.
Just jumped a little too soon.
Shuka backs it up.
So that was Sublime taking it for
8, 7? No. It's New Zealand still up.
Oh, okay. So we got Carl with the disc to Andy Neal. It's like Sublime's putting on their zone again.
Yep, that's where you want to be. Carl across, is it Carl?
Carl, yeah, and Dave has it now.
The big hair Carl. Gets it up the line, Carl. Oh, should have been a bid from Peely there, really.
Poach on this side.
Logan looking to find the space behind the cup, doesn't manage. There's not a lot back there, to be honest. They cram it with players.
Nice hammer from Dave to Zev over the cup.
You got to put plenty of blade on that. Nice, keep moving, swinging it. No, he's got to swing it. He's got to get it off there. Got to swing it early. This is good.
They get some good movement going on.
Yeah, Zev just outside the end zone. Gets it again. Needs to swing it. Needs to get it off. Puts up a. Great grab from Logan. That was awesome.
That was New Zealand taking it out for the half. Oh, looks like there's a call. I'm not sure what the call was. Maybe that he was out. Yeah.
So a bit of discussion on the sideline as to whether that's a turnover. I mean, if you catch it and then you throw it away, is that a turnover? This happened at clubs actually, like the game to knock double wide out of the something or others, the quarters. Guy caught in the end zone and spiked it, but it's not a turnover because calling it a goal is a stoppage. So you can't have a turnover after stoppage. Mark, Crystal, and
Mel
now, also from the New Zealand women's team. What's your guys' name?
Waitiri. Which means the goddess of thunder in Maori mythology.
Okay, so my question to you guys is, why do you stick with traditional Maori names when you clearly don't have any Indigenous New Zealand people on your team?
I think I might let Mel answer that question, given that I'm American.
Oh, way to give me a hard one.
I'm just joking. I don't have anything against it. It's just like sort of us calling out our team the dream team or something.
Well, I think we can't really take the All Blacks, that's been taken.
And would be pretty wrong as well, since it's a predominantly white sport. Okay, so now we got Hugh with the disc.
Hamish.
Across the Hamish, one of the newer players, getting marked. by somebody with too much hair. Zev picks it up and then puts up a great throw to Ken. Oh, that's golden. Zev determined to prove me wrong, saying he's a bad thrower.
I think he heard you.
Just try and point out a little bit over his head. Say you guys.
Okay. Alright, we got Logan with the pull. Who do you reckon is going to get a D on this New Zealand line, girls? Pick one player.
We'll go for Nick Panu, who is number 7.
I'm going to go for Mike, my husband, because if I didn't, I'd get in trouble.
I'm going to go for a 2-pass offense from Sublime. Alright, JD walking the disc up. Little stubby handler, can move, can throw. Shane Vididovic marking him. We got Kyle in the middle of a horror. Logan poaching off deep. It's not coming. Good knowledge of the poach there. Twig coming across, looks to get it back to Judah.
Someone come under! Guys, don't forget, there's the other half of the field.
So Twig calling a foul there. I don't know about that because Mike looked pretty stationary. Just saying. Kyle managing to come under. JD clears out of there. Feeds it to Twigger. Twigger puts up a specky hammer. Pete Ely managing to pull it down. Dude's good under the disc.
I guess we were wrong, Crystal.
I guess so.
So I think it was more than 2 points.
Alright, so we've got Sublime with the pull. Unfortunately, we've lost Mark for a second while he gets his lunch.
So we might not know all the names of the Sublime guys. Dave brings it down. Passes it to Sharif.
Back to Dave. Looks like Sublime's got their zone back on.
Ken's got the disc now.
Nice swing to Dave. Dave's looking
Oh,
downfield.
it's a hammer.
Brought down by Zev. So he looks down the line now. Back to Dave. There's not a lot of popping coming on from the New Zealand side. Back to Shu.
So far patient. It's good deep by Sublime, making him work backwards.
It's a nice grab by Hamish.
Oh, and it's up.
Is that Dave? It's a nice throw down to Andy, close to the end zone. Oh. It's a good look, but just not executed. Alright, so we got Sublime with a disc on their own end zone.
No backhand!
It's a Mandy from New Zealand. It's a nice.
Oh, nice throw down the line. Breaking across the field.
Nice, big forehand from Sublime. Ooh, nice. Some good defense by Zev.
Sublime going to put that zone back on.
Nice, Zev. Finish it now.
I imagine they're going to look for a trap over here.
Gets it offline.
Looks like they've broken through the Sublime cut. Back to Dave.
A nice hammer over the cup.
It's a nice take from Hamish.
Looks like Dave and Sharif are playing ISO with each other quite a bit.
Not probably the best option from Dave. So Sublime has it back on their end zone. He's looking for that big hook, doesn't take it.
Don't let it go long, Dave.
Nice swing from Sublime. So he's looking.
Back up in the air. It's a height mismatch.
Oh, he just missed it. Well, he did have it, but there's some good pressure from Shu.
All right, we're back. Hot tip, lettuce sandwiches. Better than normal sandwiches.
Doritos.
Chips in the middle.
Fuck yeah.
And some cheese.
Oh, big bid from Twig. Anything cool happen while I was gone?
Some throwaways, some big D's. Nice hammer from Dave to Andy. And that's, we should point out that's from Andy Neal to Aaron, his brother. Nice score.
Brother connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they know each other from way back.
Yeah. Open with a big floaty pull. That's lovely.
Is it? That's in.
Needs to swing it. Yeah. Approaching the lane from number 4. Gets it to Dens. Oh, Dens looking for that next throw too soon. So often you see that happen. Shane managed to get it off. No pivot backhand. Yeah, needs to let the swing.
Nice.
That's a good call. Yeah, that's a great look up. Oh, Twigger.
Nice.
Good cutting by Logan.
Back to Davey. Jones for the score. Looks like there's a call. Maybe a travel?
Twigger throws his body around a lot. Doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones. Gets injured a lot. Kid needs to pack on about 10 kilos. Yeah, exactly. He needs to be hitting the cheeseburgers big time. Who's that dude? He's got way too much energy.
That would be Lackey. He's one of our under 19 boys.
Dude needs to get on the field a bit more.
So we got a nice pull from Shane. Oh, actually not a nice pull. That is...
Went out at about halfway.
Nope, you will not be happy with that.
No.
3/4 way. JD walking up to Brickmark. Little nugget player. Swings it off to Mike. Puts it deep. That's a great throw. Kyle's got that easy. Yeah, Kyle.
Take.
Yeah.
They look deep for him every day.
You made that look easy.
Yes.
Alright, we got Max from Sublime with the pull. That's all I wanted to say.
That's a nice pull. Taken down by Andy Neal.
So hot tip, the guy who just pulled it, state representative for WA for over 400 meters. So
Handy player to have.
yeah, handy speed. Nice break from Shu. Hits Andy. Is it Andy?
It was Dave. Yeah. To Ken.
Ken gets a big foot out in front of them.
Bit of a double team there too.
It's not a double team unless you call it.
It's true.
They'll want to get it off the line pretty soon.
Yes. Oh, nice strip from Hamish. He's a bit angry at himself. Stall count was getting a bit high. At this stage, if I was Hamish, I'd shed around to stop the round throw. Let Jace mark up the line and really make that a round throw quite difficult for Ken of New Zealand. I'm full now, so we can put them over here, and then I won't eat them, and then you won't eat them.
Lovely, Hamish, good work.
Hamish gets it.
Oh. Just a bit too much in front of Shu for that.
Yeah.
Got
Good
late.
pressure by Sublime.
Yeah.
He didn't pivot. You see that? If he's doing that at day one, you'll see it more later in the tournament.
Bit of a push there.
No dumps for you, Hamish. No dumps for you. Stay close, stay close. Stay close, stay close. Look at you now, look at you. Lovely, Hamish.
Some good pressure from Hamish.
That's right. That's all you, buddy. Yonder.
Just a little too high for Ken that time.
Come on.
Ken needs to stop shouting and start playing
Oh,
ultimate.
Hamish.
Puts it
Big
up.
forehand.
Leahy. Oh, misread it.
There you
Few
go,
quick mistakes by both teams.
People getting tired. Game Mike. All right, so we got Shu with the disc. Why is he called Shu? Joshua?
No, his name's Sharif.
Oh, that would make sense. Oh, Ken
It's
puts
a
up a
little
specky.
easier.
It's Zev.
Against Aaron. Oh.
Big ups from Haim.
So it's less than 3 minutes till time cap.
So it looks like there is a foul on the throw.
So,
Redo.
if you watch that, Zev really needs to step out and around with that backhand huck. I'm all about critiquing Zev's throws actually this game. I'm going to keep doing it as well.
I'm sure he appreciates it.
Yeah, it's active, positive feedback. Well, not really actually. Constructive criticism is what we're going with. Really needs to step out with his throws. His backhand comes from way too close to his body. But he does all right. Old Zev.
Ooh.
Oh, it's too far. Can he get there? Oh,
Oh, nice pickup
nice
from
pick
Zev.
up from Zev.
He's grabbing Ken.
Oh, he stopped shouting, started playing ultimate. Good Ken. Gets it off to Andy? Dave, Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, with a
Big
big
hammer
across
to
to Zev.
Zev. Oh, and he brings it down.
Zev picks it
Nice.
up. Zev does all right.
I think they'll keep him.
Yeah, for a guy who throws me. Less on the party. We've got 3 days until that. So. Pull from Logan.
Here we go,
So we got about 5 minutes till time cap. 9 minutes till time cap. And the score is 12-9 in New Zealand. Sublime really need to work this in quick, get back on D if they want to have a chance of staying in this. Except it's a zone. Never mind.
Alright, so we got a zone from New Zealand. We got Carl on the mark.
Quick swing to Jace, puts it in the middle.
Right through. They shut down that pretty quick.
That was too easy. Sublime back on D. 12-10. They really need to
Do that again.
they really need to step up some pressure on D. Zev puts his hand up. Step out on your backhand, Zev. We got Shu fielding the pull. Looking for, I can't see in the middle.
Andy.
Andy in the middle. Not Dave. No, that's Andy. It's done. Fakes inside, looks back at his dump. Kamanjuta puts some pressure on that. Hits Ken downfield. Nah, doesn't like that look. Handler's just working at this point.
No
Not
long
much
cuts so
pressure upfield.
far.
This is good from Sublime. This is really good from Sublime. They've stacked the line and they're ready to
Oh, nice.
nice inside out. Puts it down the break side.
Yeah.
Holsters that huck. That was a great move. Shu gets it back. Nice Zev. Zev upfield. Hits the break side for Haim. Haim puts it out. Oh, into traffic. Aaron managed to pull it down.
Nice look to Zev in the end zone. Nice.
Thought Sublime would have a sniff at that, but they didn't really. points here.
So we get a roller pull from Mike.
Kong's the call.
Not sure what it means, but.
James with the disc, looks up line. That's a great put up
Oh,
line.
that's nice defense from Adam. Nice.
Back into a muscle up.
Read that well.
I don't even care if he lays out. I'm just still impressed. Who we got picking up the disc again? Number 24.
We have Tim heading for the disc
All right.
with Shane and Nick back to handle with him.
We got Lockie upfield. First point of the game for Lockie. Hopefully he does something with that boundless amounts of energy. Let's see him. Oh, he needs to start going now. Oh, this throws in a big jink. Doesn't get it off. Oh, he's busted deep. Come back under Lockie. Oh no, give it to Lockie. Somebody just get it to him.
It's a nice cut up from Tim. Got Lockie in the middle. Yes!
Oh, Lockie! Oh no, look upfield, Lockie. Come on, mate. You're the best player on this team. Aussie Mike. Nice pass to Shane. Up line to Aussie Mike. Shane looking to get out the line. Yeah.
It's a nice put.
Nice put. And puts it out for the double happiness for the guy that can do a muscle up.
So New Zealand is excited.
And Lockie didn't make any mistakes.
Lockie didn't. Well, he didn't give himself the opportunity to make any.
And that's time cap.
Game to 15? I don't know how it works. We'll see. We'll
If
see
you're
after this
playing,
point.
once you finish the point, you add one. Ooh.
Great pickup from Twig. Oh, Twig puts it up. Aaron it. Oh, focusing too much on the line, not enough on the disc. Mike getting defended well by Pete Ely. They're struggling to get the dump off. Dump comes off to
Tim.
Shane looking up the line. Manages to dish it back. That was a dodgy dump cut by Shane, crowding the disc there. Sublime really stepping up the pressure around the end zone here. You could just feel the defense coming. Oh, Mike puts up a specky huck. Aren't you married to that guy, Mel?
No.
Oh.
It depended on what happened there.
Yeah.
There's a quick.
Nice quick throw from Judah. Doesn't let him set up.
Caught the New Zealand team unaware.
Caught me unaware. I didn't even know what was happening. Away. Couldn't manage last time. Specky huck from Mel's husband.
No comment.
Yeah.
We'll have some words.
Max with the pull. Short pull. New Zealand need to field it quickly.
Andy takes the disc to Shoe.
Shoe looking to aim.
Not much coming from the downfield.
Nice put out to Shoe.
So fast count.
Stall. There's a contested stall. Coming in, stalling 9, 10. I don't know who he's going to put it to here. There's not many obvious options. I guess the obvious option would be
Maybe Dave, yeah.
in front of him. These are always such space. You just got to put it out into space and hope your player knows where they're going.
Like it long.
Nice set. No, look good, looks back. Nice mark, nice mark. Shoe with the disc, looks up the line to Ken. Ken's not open. Looks back around. Is that Andy or Dave?
Andy. It's like a straddle call.
Yeah, soft call. Just keep playing, buddy. Aaron.
Looking for his brother, doesn't see him.
This is sketchy. Oh, he just managed to pick it up, Shoe.
Check out some of the audience.
She's definitely got a fan club. off the line. That's a great shot.
Dave to the win for the win.
So I think that's game. Yep, so that's New Zealand 15-10, 15-11 maybe. Hard fought game. Thanks, Christy and Crystal.
Yep.
And Mark. Thanks for watching, guys.
Although Mark did most of it.